Good morning, my people. Well, I am in the process of cooking a roux to make gumbo. So here's my pot of roux, and I am stirring it. It's flour and it's oil. And what you do is you continue to stir it on a medium to high fire until it gets a dark brown or the color that you desire your gumbo to look. And so now you have to constantly stir it, because if you don't, the bottom will burn and then your roux will taste like burnt have a burnt taste to it. And so yes, that is what I'm doing. Well, stay tuned. I will come back when the roux is darker. Okay. Okay, now see how dark the roux is getting. When it looks like this, you have to really constantly stir it, because it can burn very, very easy. So even to the point where you may have to take it and slide it off the burner and then stir it real good. And once you get it stirred real good, then you can put it back on the fire, because it can burn so quickly. And so now I just put it back on the stove, and now I'm browning it. And so stay tuned. I'm really cooking some gumbo. This is my roux for the gumbo. Here is my ham and my sausage. I cook it by itself, and once it cooks down, I'm gonna put my onions and bell pepper in it and just kind of cook it down really well. And after that, I'll mix it all together. Stay tuned. Got to get back to this roux. Okay, here's my roux. I've taken it off the stove, and now you see how dark it is from the time I showed you earlier until now. And now the roux is made. So I've taken it off the stove to let it cool down. And now I'm working on my sausage and ham. Most people put different things in gumbo. I had a little ham, and so I blocked it like this, cut it in little blocks, and with my sausage, and now I'm cooking it by itself. Once it cooks and I put my onions and bell pepper in it and let it cook down, then I'm gonna put it up to the side like I have the roux. And after that, then I start actually making my gumbo and putting it together. Here is my turkey. Some people use chicken, hen, turkey, whatever. I like to either use, and this is a turkey breast. And so I like to either use chicken, I like to use hen or turkey. It's a stronger meat. It doesn't fall apart. It's not a weak meat. It has that good, strong taste. So that is what I use. Now, I cook meat gumbo for my family, and I am vegetarian. And so when I do my gumbo, I have vegetables. Here is my cauliflower I'm going to put in my gumbo. Here is my broccoli, my onions, and I'm also going to use some Japanese Japanese potatoes, which it looks like this. And so it's purple in the inside. And so that is what I'm going to put in my gumbo, because I'm going to make a vegetable gumbo. All right, I'll show you when I get to the next step. Right now, I am just kind of stirring up my meat, my sausage and my chicken. My sausage and my ham. I'm going to stir it up right now and get it cooked down. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Now, my sausage and ham, I put celery, bell pepper, onion, and garlic in there. I let it saute down, and so now I've taken it off the fire. Here is my roux. So now I'm using my roux, and now I'm began to do my gumbo. And so what I do first is I let my water boil, And then I put my roux in there because now your roux has to cook. And so now I just have roux and water. And so it has to cook down, and you only put a little roux at a time so that you can determine how thick and how much roux you want in there. So this is the gumbo that's going to have the meat. This, I'm just starting the vegetarian gumbo. So now I'm boiling my water. After my water get hot, then I will put my roux in there to the thickness that I want. And so once that cook, then I have my carrots to go in my meat, in my vegetarian gumbo. It's going to be carrots. Here's my broccoli and cauliflower. And I'm going to have very little shrimp, maybe 6 of them, just for the taste. Also, I have some Japanese potatoes that I'm going to put in my vegetarian gumbo. In my meat gumbo, it's going to be the sausage and ham, and it's going to be the turkey breast and shrimp. That's what's going into the meat gumbo. And see now how the roux is just boiling and the roux is really cooking. Well, that's what you want. You want this to cook for a good 15 or 20 minutes by itself, so that roux can really mix with the water and that roux can really cook, because that is the flavor of your gumbo, is your roux. If you don't have a good tasting roux, then you don't have a good gumbo. All right, stay tuned for more. Okay, now here is the ending results. Here is the gumbo with the meat. You have the sausage in there, you have the ham, you have the turkey in here, and you have shrimp and all sorts of seasoning. And it is A1 delicious. And see how once you get your roux colored a certain color that you would like your gumbo, now that the roux has cooked, there it is. That's the ending result, and the pot is off. Now to mine. Here's the vegetarian gumbo. So with the vegetarian gumbo, I have the broccoli in here, I have the cauliflower, I have carrots, and I have Japanese potatoes. And this is the vegetarian version, and a few shrimp, maybe 6 or 7. I didn't like a lot of shrimp in here. And so that is the ending results of my vegetarian gumbo. So here is the ending result. Boy, that looks delicious. And then here is the meat, the non-vegetarian. My God, look, 2 big pots on the stove. Very good. Okay, everybody, look, I got my nanny on here, and so she's the sampler. She is the one that tells me, okay, you need a little. Now, I forgot that pinch of sugar, so she had to get that pinch of sugar, y'all, and put in both. Put in the meat gumbo and in the vegetarian gumbo. And now she has to taste it.
Delicious.
It is superb. She said it is so delicious. She's ready for her bowl.
Sounds delicious.
Yes.
Good job.
Yes. All right. Stay tuned.
Man, it's good.